Artificial intelligence researchers from close to 30 countries have chosen to boycott a South Korean university out of fear that a new lab set up in partnership with the leading defense sector may manufacture killer robots. Curious to know more about this mass production? Find out more by staying with us until the end of this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. A state of worry. The letter urging a boycott of Hanwha Systems, a partner military company of the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, was signed by more than 50 eminent academics. Over concerns that it aimed to hasten the arms race to build autonomous weapons, the researchers announced they would not cooperate with the university or welcome visitors from the case. According to Toby Walsh, the boycott's coordinator and a professor at the University of New South Wales, there are many wonderful things you can do with AI that save lives, particularly in a military environment. However, having a partner like this and stating outright that the purpose is to build autonomous weapons raises serious concerns. This highly regarded university is collaborating with a party that consistently flouts international standards and has very questionable ethics. The boycott was announced in advance of a United Nations summit on autonomous weapons that was scheduled to take place in Geneva next week. More than 20 nations have already demanded a complete ban on killer robots. Concerns about a Terminator-like scenario have been voiced in light of the deployment of artificial intelligence in militaries all over the world, and concerns have also been raised concerning the precision and ability of such weapons to discern between friendly and hostile targets. Cluster munitions, which are prohibited from 120 nations by the international treaty, are produced by Hanwha, one of South Korea's biggest arms producers. The US, Russia, China and South Korea are the only countries that have not signed the treaty. According to Shin at the time, the case's goal was to establish a research center for the fusion of artificial intelligence and national defense because it would serve as a solid foundation for the advancement of national defense technologies. According to reports, the facility focuses on artificial intelligence, AI-based command and decision systems, and composite navigation algorithms for large-scale unmanned underwater vehicles, clever object tracking and identification technologies, and AI-based smart airplane training systems. Doidom Systems, based in South Korea, already produces a fixed turret capable of recognizing targets up to 3 kilometers away that is a fully autonomous combat robot. Customers include Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. However, firm executives informed BBC that there were self-imposed constraints that required a person to conduct a lethal attack. It has been tested on the heavily guarded border with North Korea. Walsh said killer robots make everyone less safe, even in bad areas, and Taranis military drone produced by the UK's BAE Systems can potentially run totally independently. The Korean Peninsula's security situation would not improve with the development of autonomous weapons. He claimed that if these weapons were ever manufactured elsewhere, they would undoubtedly end up in North Korea, where they would be used against the South without hesitation, since it's the perfect breeding area for them. Intensely pragmatic, tech-smart and community-focused. The desire to see artificial intelligence as a part of the answer may be greater in Korea than in other markets. Outside of the capital of South Korea's Incheon International Airport or ICN, the issue is not there. You will be escorted to the closest lounge by Seoul by a group of friendly employees who will assist you in finding your boarding gate. Despite being well-trained, well-mannered and quadrilingual, they struggle with small talk. They're robots, which explains why. Since the end of July 2017, human workers and the robotic airport guides created by Korean tech giant LG Electronics have coexisted. They are 1.4 meters tall, move on a wheelbase autonomously, have an LCD information panel and use cameras, ultrasonic lasers and edge sensors for navigation. They can also comprehend language and distinguish voices. But these aren't the only robots in South Korea that are grabbing attention. Other examples include DRC Hubo, a humanoid robot created by the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology and the 2015 winner of the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency's DARPA Robotics Challenge. Hankook Murray Technologies' Towering Method 2, which is billed as the world's first manned bipedal robot, and Hankook Murray Technologies' Towering Method 2 are also noteworthy. Along with its eastern neighbor, LG has led the industry in South Korea by creating a second airport robot that cleans the area while calculating the most effective routes using mapping and obstacle avoidance technologies. Since the introduction of robotic teachers, workers for industrial manufacturing and service personnel, Japan has long been recognized for its cutting-edge intelligent designs. Together, they make up the workforce of the future, where autonomous machines are taking the place of humans in many occupations. Enjoying the video so far? Then go ahead and like, share and subscribe now. AI robots and associated technologies are essential tools for assisting humans, not just cool new toys, said Jae Myung-hong, a senior engineer in LG Smart Solutions Group. Robots may occasionally carry out tasks that are too risky or complex for human workers. South Korea is entrenched in both a familiar old world and a bold new one as it races toward the latter. It has that rich, ancient legacy full of creatures with their own aspirations. It's possible that South Korea's modern technology has been influenced in some manner by mountains with spirits and trees with souls. If Korean tradition is to be believed, the innovative powerhouse might not even exist today if it weren't for one who was as persistent as she was positive. The legend of the mystic bear over 4,300 years ago. This bear and a tiger were perched on a mountain's crest. Both of them yearned to the people. They received two sacred foods, garlic cloves and mugwort, from the son of the Lord of Heaven, who was moved by compassion. He constructed them to limit their consumption and avoid the sun for 100 days. In a hurry, the tiger gave up. The bear persevered through the difficulty, however, and changed into a woman. She then wed the son of the Lord of Heaven and had a son by the name Dangon, who eventually ascended to the throne and ruled the nation. Therefore, an animal that attained extremely human desires is responsible for the foundation of the Korean kingdom. The country's founding myth, which is commemorated every 3rd October, is just one of several animist traditions that make up the core of shamanism, the oldest religion in the nation. According to Kwang Yong-shin, a professor of sociology at Kyung University in Seoul, shamanic beliefs continue to be ingrained in the Korean psyche and have an impact on business, politics and daily life. Some individuals could be concerned that robots would not only take all of the jobs, but also gain superior and unstoppable intelligence, launch a coup and ultimately destroy the very people who developed them in a Frankenstein-like fate. Simply put, Koreans don't panic as much. Naturally, it is far more complicated than that. A certain necessity has also been acknowledged by Koreans. The administration of the nation decided to place its industrial sector front and center after the Korean War, which came to a conclusion in 1953 in order to lift the nation out of poverty. This sparked the need for high-tech innovation and a workforce with a high level of expertise, all of which contributed to South Korea's being the economic success story it is today. In fact, South Korea has been named as the most innovative economy in the world for the past 4 years in a row by the Bloomberg Innovation Index, and according to reports on R&D spending as a percentage of GDP, the nation spent more than any other. Tech-savvy, community-focused and ferociously pragmatic organization for economic cooperation and growth. The desire to see artificial intelligence as a component of the solution, not the issue, may be greater among Koreans than in many other markets. Instead of preparing for an AI apocalypse, people are figuring out how robots might improve their lives by assisting in the resolution of a wide variety of social issues, from the smallest to the most significant and imminent robotic initiatives. For instance, LG is aiming to create an increasing number of different robots that can optimize both the home and the home office, from autonomous lawn mowers to smart appliances and beyond, comprising hotels, retail malls, tourist attractions, and other public spaces. Our aim is to find the places where automated equipment can be most useful. Hong, who anticipates that some of the company's robots will be ready for commercial release, said future applications of robots innovation may potentially enable South Korea to both replace and care for a rapidly aging and retiring workforce. And perhaps even more urgently, artificial intelligence might play a bigger part in safeguarding the nation's demilitarized zone DMZ border with North Korea, where Samsung-developed semi-autonomous devices like the SGR-A1 have already been deployed. That's all for today. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, then go ahead and like, share and subscribe now, and we'll see you in the next video.